Secure the blessing of liberty, the right to health. Health is defined as the absence of illness or injury. According to the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, good health begins where a person lives, works, and plays. However, there are several common influences that can have a positive or negative impact on our overall health and quality of health. These influences have become known as the social determinants of health. Health factors or behaviors like smoking, clinical access, educational attainment, physical environment are the four broad segments of social determinants of health. Broken down further, education, meaning sometimes measured attaining a high school diploma or the higher education, like college. Food insecurity, unemployment, income inequality, access to a doctor when you need a doctor, like a specialist, safe, affordable housing, violent crimes in our neighborhoods, children in single parent homes, and children living in poverty. When any or many of these factors are lacking, families are stressed and have poor total health outcomes. We can no longer care for people in segments, meaning mental, emotional, and physical health are all connected, and stress from any of these factors show up in our bodies. We can measure these things like vital signs, things like cortisone levels, your blood pressure, or your heart rate, all can tell us or give us an indication that a person is under stress. Where we live impacts our life expectancy, the quality of water that we may have, and even our housing stock. For here in Chemung County, we're known to have some of the most beautiful Victorian homes still left. However, many of the housing stock is not just that old, but just as old as greater than 1978, when we had the laws passed about not using lead paint in our homes. Having lead paint or exposure to lead paint for children is especially dangerous, especially during their early years. Many times before, a couple times before a child goes to preschool, a child is tested for their lead levels. And having high lead levels in children can affect how they learn. It can also affect how their behaviors. And some behaviors can become so severe that it can impact their school life experience. One thing that we know could help and has helped in some cases, but we don't have enough of these type of programs, are lead abatement programs. We're lucky here in our county that we do have a couple to help now landlords to help abate some of the lead that's in this older housing stock. And that's needed because removing lead from homes, especially these larger homes, it's very expensive and most people can't afford it. So they do things to try to cut corners, but the children wind up paying the price for that. So having access to those types of funding, we need those types of funding for those programs to help our kids be healthier and safe from lead. Living too close to manufacturing where they may be wasting some hazardous material and maybe in the safest way they know how, but still can affect people that live close to those areas. Having code and local laws to help rezone areas and making it difficult or banning people from living a certain mileage away from those areas could help improve health outcomes for people who live in poverty. We also know that making sure that we have good quality trained professionals, going back to mental health. We know that to be a mental health professional, it takes a lot of training and it's expensive to educate these folks. And oftentimes when they graduate from school, they barely make enough money to pay off their student loans. We really need help in helping these folks so that they can help our people, especially folks, not just poor folks, folks that aren't poor are stressed too, and they are dealing with a lot of different things. And we just need folks that are high quality, highly educated, but we also need to make sure that we pay them an equitable wage so that they can be able to live a healthy life for themselves. So I end with this. Healthcare is a basic human right. It is a basic need. And we need to be fighting for and advocating for every single person to have health equity, meaning everybody has access to affordable health care. I'm in this for that reason. Thank you.